Hey guys, what's going on? All right, welcome back. So another Goodwill jewelry jar. Interesting thing about this jar, first off, $65.94. Pretty good size, about 12 inches tall. This jar has been out since the 19th, so almost a week. I've looked at this jar several times, but today I decided to go back. It's Sunday, a little slow. I'm gonna flip around a little heavier and look, and when I looked at the bottom, I noticed that the necklace that I thought was sterling is actually 14 karat white gold. According to what it says on the clasp, 90% of the time when it's stamped as clear as this is, it's gonna be gold, so I took the risk. So we're gonna open it right now. I'm gonna go ahead and tilt the camera down for you guys. Now just a couple of things right off the bat. As you notice, I've got a few tools down here. Sorry about the adjustment, it's being a little slow. I've got the acid test stone and the acid. Remember I told you in one of my previous videos to get the acid test kit. It comes with these things. That's really good to have on hand for the gold. Of course, I've got my jeweler's loop. I've got my digital scale to weigh my metal. And I also have a neodyme magnet. This is a rare earth magnet. Those toys that your kids play with that make the clanky noise together, those can also be used. And this just separates any of the non-gold. And you can check it. Check your gold that you find with one of these. If it's magnetic, then it's fake. And a pair of scissors to cut into the jar. So we're just gonna cut right into it. As you can tell, I have not planted anything in here. This is all my local Goodwill for $65.94. Sold as is, no returns for obvious reasons. All right, so let's get right into it. Right off the top, we have nothing. Little costume bangle. And if you haven't ever seen any of my other videos, I mentioned this. I do stash all of the costume in a pile, the sellable costume stuff, and I sell it in bulk to one person, usually on Facebook Marketplace, but I actually do have some on Mercari. I'm just going to try it and see if it works. This is all costume that I'm seeing right here off the top end. And, of course, there are some valuable costume. Still look for names. This one here actually says Sugar Fix. That sounds new and modern, so it's likely not very valuable. There's a little butterfly something with the tag still on it. Bead corner. I might sell it on eBay just because the tag's still on it. It's considered new. Here we've got a little costume necklace of some sort. Someone's made a little extension for it to make it longer, but that's costume. Chintzy little bracelet. Oh, these are cool. Calla lilies. That's a pin brooch. Calla lilies are pretty collectible. I myself and my wife, we love calla lilies. We call it our flower. I used to get them for a lot whenever I worked at a nursery, back when I had a normal 9-to-5 job. But this piece here, I'll have to look it up. There's no maker's mark on it. It's probably pretty generic, but I bet I can still get 15 bucks for it. Put that on eBay. So we'll put that up there on our eBay pile. A little chitsy, nothing. Big old gaudy wood. Oh my gosh, this took up most of the jar. And it seems to be all tangled with lots of other stuff, so we're just going to grab some stuff around it. It's time consuming to pull all this stuff out, but you got to do what you got to do. Alright, we're just going to let that kind of hang until we get to the bottom. There's a little costume bracelet. Sell that in our bulk lot. Nothing fancy. We're going. I have not seen my $65 worth yet. This says Tigers. It is not silver, I do not believe, although it looks silver, but it's likely not. We'll check it with the magnet right here so you guys can kind of see how that works. I'm actually not getting any pull with the magnet, so we'll have to test this because it could be silver. That is kind of interesting that I'm not getting any pull at all. So we'll check that one. Here we've got a little Geneva cheap watch. Nothing fancy. This is kind of cool. I've actually come across these before. That's kind of neat. I didn't even see that in there. This is a ring watch. Pretty vintage piece. These are pretty collectible, and this one says frs.com, so it does have a website, so it's not that old, but this band doesn't look like the modern bands that I've seen on the watches. So, ring watch, that's kind of cool. We'll investigate that a little further. Let's see if we can get this kind of entanglement untangled so I can pull out the rest of this stuff in this jar for you guys. It is really tangled. Yeah, wow. Sometimes you end up breaking pieces trying to get stuff untangled. I like to take my time. Looks like one of the clasp is actually locked onto another one, so I'm going to unhook those. Sorry about the delay, folks. There we go. Alright, got that free. Now, just keep digging. Alright, here's the whole smorgasbord. Bella and Rose, cheap little watch. Another costume piece. Ooh. That kind of looks silver, but it's not. Again, no pull on the necklace. We'll check that one. There's a Fossil watch. Wow, it's actually a nice watch. I'll have to look at this one. You know, Fossil can be 30, 40, sometimes more. Sometimes 75, 100. This is an interesting one. It's got the purple face. It's got a little dirt right there, but I can clean that up, no problem. So that might get us 30 or 40 bucks, but if it turns out to be some special edition, who knows? All right, still digging. Here's a big old gaudy metallic necklace. That's all I got. Let's see if we can untangle a little bit of this here. That is a sterling piece that's wrapped around it. I can tell you that just by feeling it. And this actually still has the tag on it. It says $9, so that's just a little costume piece. Okay, here we've got a random shark's tooth seashell necklace, and it's intertwined with a sterling chain. All right, freed them up. This is sterling. 925 China, little butterfly. You know, $5 charm. And the necklace is... What does the necklace say? Got to pull out our loop. That's why you want the jeweler's loop, folks. Right there, jeweler's loop. Mine has a light, so I can really see what I'm looking at. And that does say 925 Italy, so that's silver. We'll put that over there in our silver pile. Okay. Little cheap costume. Another little cheap costume. Interesting bracelet. David Yurman makes a similar bracelet. Keep your eyes peeled for that. They're marked DY almost always. These are glass beads, not your typical costume. All right, little costume bracelet. Little interesting necklace with a little costume charm. Another costume. Oh, there's our herringbone, folks. All right, it says 14K Italy, but I can tell you just by looking at it, it's not right. And there is our magnet pull. So again, not all jars are winners. You see the magnet sticking to it? That means it's fake. So looking at it in the jar, it looked like it was white gold, and what it is it's a bootleg necklace. And that happens, you know. People make fake stuff, and they end up in these jars. Not every jar is a winner. That's just part of it. So we probably lost on this one as far as like trying to buy for gold. But where we win is it's a business expense. And here during the COVID-19, I have not been purchasing near as much. So I need business expenses. Here's a little horse bracelet. It is not silver, but it will sell. It's enamel. Might get 10 or 15 out of that. We'll get our money back. Here's another horse bracelet. This one is signed SJ. And it's also, it's got abalone and jewels. So yeah, might get 20 out of that one. So we'll get our money back, but we didn't hit a home run here. And I'm glad I made the video because you were able to see the magnet test. This little ring is nothing. And this big piece here. That's a big Monet. I'll have to look that up. That's costume that's signed Monet, M-O-N-E-T. Sometimes those pieces can actually be better than you think. So I'll check that. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. This is... Okay, these are like painted beads, I do believe. Yep. And they're magnetic. So just something different. So that jar was mostly a bust. Now let's just show you on the acid test kit how we do this. So here is your stone, and here is our necklace. So let's just say we thought this was gold. So you just grab the necklace anywhere you'd like, and you scratch it on this stone pretty heavily. And if you notice, it doesn't really, do anything to the necklace. And then on your stone, you have the material that you've scratched. Then you pick your acid. So this one's marked 14 karat. And be careful with this acid. If it gets on clothing or cloth or anything, it will change the color. It'll take the color right out. If you notice, it's smoking a little bit too. Again, it's acid. And then you put it on there. And what you do is you look for that gold to still be there. And if you notice on this one, it has eaten right through. There's nothing left where that liquid has touched. So that is not real gold. We already knew that after viewing it up close. Again, we got a business expense. We didn't hit a home run, but that's part of this business. I feel like all too many times everybody shows you the home runs and they never really show you when they don't hit a home run. So if you don't have these tools, I definitely suggest you get them. Get an acid test kit. Get a jeweler's loop. These are very cheap. This is like $9 shipped to your door, and you can get these for like, I don't know, $5 plus shipping. And of course the magnets, you can get these little toy magnets at Walmart or anywhere else that sells those toys. Little shiny metallics. They're advertised as jumping beans or something like that. But anyway, I digress. Get you an acid test kit, get you a digital scale, get you a jeweler's loop, and just learn what to look for. 14 karat on gold is what I always look for. 14 karat, 10 karat. Of course, 750, 585. There's a lot of different variations. 950 for silver, 925 for silver. So a lot to learn, but check out my other videos. I cover a lot of this too. And come back next time, and maybe we'll hit a home run. This time we didn't, but we'll get our money back. Thanks for tuning in.